Faith Geekery does D&D contains grown-up themes, fantasy violence and the occasional swear. It also contains D&D actual play and is part of the wider Faith Geekery podcast, livestream and community. So why not like, follow and subscribe and join the Discord. And now, sit back and enjoy some questionable accents, poor dice rolls and hopefully a wild and whimsical journey.
Excellent. So, the continent of Albion is a land filled with wonder and divine magic, a gift of the divine. We begin our story in the third age of this world, by modern reckoning, in a time of relative peace. The second age ended with a cataclysmic clash between the divine and what many call the void, a growing faction of those that rebuke the divine and shut themselves off from the divine and all that entails. Those that belong to the void, though scattered, have been slowly amassing their forces across the third age. How might this reveal itself? We have no clue as yet. But what we do know is that the divine empire of Camlan has expanded its borders and established itself as a force for divine good, while the clans of Drake Bren have kept themselves focusing on growing issues of this age, while the queendom of Leoness has kept the faith with the divine. Across the land are marks of the previous ages, both ones that are named and remembered, and those that have become myth or lost to thought and time. We, though, start in the small fishing port of Byfin, a rural settlement to the south of Leoness. It's the 28th day of Slido, a Hamut, or a light day, or Sunday if you're in the reality. Others call it Harvesttide. The village is in full swing for the celebration of the recent harvest and its upcoming dedication to the divine. It's a lovely village, just out from a river, just before we get to the ocean of stars. It's a lovely farming village. You got people massing in from all around to celebrate this Harvesttide. And we start with zooming in to a small house covered with flowers and plants and definitely vegetables, where we have two small people going around their preparations for this Harvesttide. Tim and Shelby, would you like to introduce your characters to the wider group, please?
Yes, absolutely. So I'm playing Hildefon Greentail, who is a halfling of non-binary gender.
Yeah, and I am going to be playing Killian Greentail, their sibling, who is also a non-binary halfling. We're half siblings, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
So the two halfling siblings make up a full-ling sibling. What are you two doing currently to prepare for this, the Harvesttide celebration?
I think Hildefon is probably in the garden. They're a keen gardener. They like pottering around with plants, and particularly perhaps the more kind of experimental things that can be grown that may or may not have effects on the smoker. So they're just pottering around, seeing if there's anything that could be sold during the Harvest Festival without drawing too much attention of any authorities or breaking any laws that might, make the celebrations more interesting for people who are looking for a way to spice up their Harvesttide celebration.
I think Killian would also sort of be also in the garden, but more a bit like frantically like pulling up things. And they're just sort of like, oh no, Hildy, I'm so sorry. The mint has encroached on your patch. I knew it would happen. You told me to put it in a separate little section, but it's just gone wild right now. There's so much mint. We'll make tea. I'll make tea. It'll be fine. Just you do your thing. I'm going to get this mint sorted.
Don't you worry.
I think that's my middle name.
I love the fact that these are the half siblings with completely different accents.
Yeah.
Correct.
Look, we can't merge. It doesn't merge together. Like, I can't do a British anything.
And I did try Southern drawl, but I would describe it as slippy.
As we zoom out from this garden, we head towards a small business, an establishment, a bookshop in the town. As we zoom in to all these dusty shelves of books, we find Jenny. Would you like to introduce your character and what they're doing to prepare for the Harvesttide?
Oh, well, she is the owner and manager of this establishment. It's a family business, so she's inherited it from her mum and from her grandma. And there is a lot of wisdom in this bookshop. And I think she's probably prepping because she knows that people are going to want to be reading, because as she does, she turns to books for every single moment of her existence. So she understands that people are going to want to be needing books. So she's making a beautiful book display in the window, all themed around Harvesttide and all the little stories that she's been told. And she's having a lot of fun creating something that's really beautiful, but also really instructional as well, because she loves learning so much. She's in her happy place.
Excellent. Love it.
She's called Asta as well. I probably should have said that at the beginning. I'm going to be playing Asta.
As we see Asta putting these displays up in the window, we zoom out, coming through the window pane, up to someone walking in from the edge of the village with a few of their compatriots who've just come back from a fresh hunt. Brandon, would you like to introduce your character and what they're doing to prepare for the Harvesttide celebration?
Making some jerky. No. Yeah, basically getting some meat together. We're gonna go dig a hole and slow cook some I don't know, some boar or something. You never know. Depends on what we caught this time. I am Kargoth Swiftclaw, and I don't really have an accent. Yeah, not yet. I'll work on it. It's either that or I go Southern. That's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, join me. It'd be great. And then we could have some kind of continuity.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Continuity? Surely not.
Did we mention that they're half orc too? No.
I just have this image now of someone in the comments somewhere. Every planet has a north, and every planet has a southern.
Yeah, I don't talk to the Northerners.
As we zoom out from you and your compatriots, sorting out, preparing this boar in this lovely like barbacoa-like style pit. Not that there is barbacoa. Yeah, there's going to be barbacoa. Barbacoa is canon to Bifin. If you have not had barbacoa, go try it. It's good. We zoom out to someone who's like rushing around the center of the village, making sure that the some of the final preparations for the more religious side of this Harvesttide celebrations are happening. Becca, would you like to introduce your character and what they're doing and where they are in this preparing for this celebration of Harvesttide?
Hello, I am Minerva, and the idea that I will rush anywhere, Tim, is a nonsense. I will be gathering around the woodland, the sage and the herbs that will bring us all together into this deeply centered place. Thank you.
I love her so
Rushing.
much. I feel automatic
Rushing indeed.
calmer. I just feel calmer
Ridiculous.
already.
Thank you. Do you want to know any more about me?
I mean, I think that probably says a lot about the character.
What do you look like?
Yeah, what race? Is...
I am a furbolg. I am blue. I am a particularly tall furbolg, and I am channeling my inner Ent for those of the true catalogue of stories. So yes, hence the slow rushing, Tim. Really,
I beg forgiveness. You're not
Thank
rushing.
you.
You're gently sauntering with intent.
Thank you.
And as we zoom out from this gentle sauntering with intent, we see crowds of people coming from the outlying homesteads and some of the other like small hamlets. And amongst these crowds of people, we have Mark. Would you like to introduce your character?
My character is called Nugget. He is quite small statured, about 4 foot, 25-ish year old, with a beard, with a cape and hood. He's trying to blend in, slunk through the crowds, not trying to kind of, he's just kind of trying to push past people and not to be kind of noticed necessarily, but he's kind of looking across to a couple of his colleagues and giving little nods and gestures as we make our way through. He's also got kind of like the reason for the hood is he's got kind of like blue pupilless eyes. They're kind of swirly blue, and just kind of a small statured person.
Excellent. As you and your compatriots are doing their hand signals, you all branch off in your own directions, and we're going to stick with you as you follow the crowds in, the lights, the sound, the excitement, some of the light music that's starting. But the one thing that kind of hits you straight away is the smell of really good fresh baked produce. Like there are pies everywhere. There is smoked meats wafting through. There's even some really good stews going on. And as would you say you are dragged along through with the crowd, or are you trying to make your own way through?
I think Nugget is trying to make his own way through. He's aware of kind of what he's there to do, but I think he will be distracted by the pies. He'll be distracted by the smells, and he'll be like, actually, maybe I can be. He's given himself permission to be distracted by the pies, and so he'll almost be lost in it a little bit. So is he okay to go across to one of these?
Please do. There is as you are distracted with intent towards this large display of fresh baked pies. You have every kind of fruit filling. There's some cream pies as well. There's also a very lovely selection of meat pies, all in a massive, like, imagine a orchestra display, like when you got a full orchestra, but replace the orchestra with pies. They're all on different stands, all around in front of you, and you, Nugget, are the conductor in the center of this surround of orchestra of pies.
Well, in that case, he's going to kind of rub his beard, and he's just going to go, hello there. I am a traveler from around and beyond. Please, wow, these are fantastic. How much are one of these things?
You see an elderly woman who is appears to you to be a little bit taller than you, but slightly hunched over. She like pops her head round the side of some of the pies and goes,
"Oh, hello there, dearie. What kind of pies are you interested in? We've got some meat pies, we've got some fruit pies, we've even got a couple of vegetable pies."
Well, I don't mind what kind of pies. They all smell absolutely delightful. What is your name, good lady?
Oh, my name's Margaret.
Margaret? Oh, hello there, Margaret. And it is a pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
It's lovely to meet you too. Which of the pies would you like?
Well, a meat pie always goes down very well indeed.
Oh, meat pie. Oh, so do you like something light or heavy? Like
I intend to eat it, so I don't mind.
No, like chicken pies are quite light on you, while a boar pie is really gamey and heavy. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, okay. I really don't mind. How much for the pie?
Well, are you from out of town?
Yes, I did mention that at the beginning. I have travelled from afar.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was so distracted by my pies. No, here you go.
And she pops down like a quite large sized meat pie and goes,
That's our game pie. It's got some boar in it. It's got some venison in it. It's got a little bit of pheasant as well. That's really quite lovely. Here you go. Do you want it wrapping up first?
Oh, yeah, that would be lovely. But how much is this pie?
Oh, no cost. No cost today. It's harvest time. We all need some pies to go in storage, don't we, for the winter?
I think it's as an aside. I think Nugget is a little bit surprised because, to be honest, he was half tempted just to pinch one, and that'll be the whole banter about asking about the price. However, he's genuinely taken back because he was not expecting it to be free, and therefore he was trying to build up a rapport to potentially pinch, but is quite So he's like, "Oh, free, you say? Well, are you sure you? Well, thank you. This is lovely. Thank you very much.
Oh, anytime. Like, you got to get your stores ready for harvest tide, and if you want to come back and get a slice of another pie later, just give Margaret a shout.
Okay, thank you, good lady.
If not, if you go other side of the market square, there's a man doing stews. That's Terry. Terry does some really nice stews as well.
Okay, Terry, thank you. He will have a notepad and he will kind of get out and he will just kind of make a note as well as pocket the pie.
Pocket the pie. You may add 1 game pie to your inventory or notes. And as you're going through the crowds, and what kind of things would you be noting down in your notebook?
I think if there's obviously any guards, any kind of significant kind of battlements, but also if there's any kind of things of big value, of like kind of embellishments or that kind of stuff.
Mark, please give me a perception check, please.
Oh.
First roll.
Why am I not? I'm pressing the button. Should I be pressing the button? Oh. 10.
Okay.
And that includes my bonus.
That's okay. There's lots of people milling around, and it's quite difficult to initially get like an assessment of some of the things you're looking for. Like you do see like there's like a well in the center of the town. There's a statue, it's like an old stone statue that's slightly overgrown with ivy, but it looks like it's an intentional overgrowth, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. You don't really see any major battlements as such. At one point you do find a couple of crates and climb them just to get a bit more of a wider view. You do notice that there's a couple of businesses. You can't really see what their names are, but you know one's a bookshop by the book sign hanging from the door sign. You do see a leaf with an angry expression on it. And
as in lots. What do you mean a leaf? As in from another shop within a...
Yeah, imagine a maple leaf with its fists up in the air, like Queensberry Rules style thing.
Right.
That
okay.
kind of style. There's that kind of like pictorial evidence.
Interesting.
You also notice, in terms of guards, you see like a couple around, but most of them seem to be like milling in with the crowds and actually enjoying some of the food and beverage that's around. You do see there is one guard in particular you do notice. It's quite hard not to notice them. They are a reasonably well armored halfling on a armored Shetland pony that seem to be like going around like the outskirts of the market square and like stopping in at some of the stalls and talking to like the humans at eye level and having a conversation with them and then moving on to the next stall and the next stall and so on.
Can he pick up an apple from a store maybe and come over?
Yeah,
I imagine it's like the abundance and harvest, you see. So I imagine there's.
Oh yeah, no, like there is a barrel of apples, and as you go, but you do notice that there are other people like with like bags, like grabbing what they need and putting it in their bags, and you can very easily take an apple.
In that case, he's going to take two.
You can definitely take two
because I think again he really is quite surprised by this, that he was expecting to have to pay, but he's going to come up and just, kind of casually give the Shetland pony an apple to kind of munch on and to enjoy and to kind of pat. He likes the look of the Shetland pony.
Oh, the Shetland pony, like as you get close, like as you like bring out an apple, the pony is very like much like moves a little bit to go towards you in the hand. And you do see the guard, heavily armored, on the back of the Shetland pony, just looks at you and goes, "Good harvest tide, citizen.
Oh,
how are you today?"
And also with you, and I am well, thank you, good sir.
Excellent. Are you enjoying the festivities here in Byfin?
I am a mere traveller, and I am enjoying this delightfully.
Ah, excellent, excellent. We love travellers here at Harvesttide. Have you sampled some of Margaret's favourite pies?
I have indeed met Margaret, and she is a delightful lady.
Ah, she is. She truly is. Are you one that is good to sample beverages of an alcoholic nature?
I am willing to give it a go. What is your name, good sir?
My name is Volbert. Captain Volbert.
Oh, Captain Volbert. Nice to make your acquaintance. And where is this alcohol, you say?
Ah, excellent. If Sir would gaze their eyes yonder towards the tavern, you'd see the sign of the leaf looking to engage in armed pugilistic combat.
Oh, is that what that is? I thought it was some
that
attacking...
is the threatening leaf.
Right, okay. I just bear with. I'm going to write that down because I thought it was some sort of, some sort of attacking foliage.
Yes, the threatening leaf. It is our most glorious tavern that we love round here. A great place for the community to come together.
Okay. Thank you.
When you go there, please make yourself known to the proprietress, named Caitlin. Caitlin will sort you out for all your beverage needs, and a room should you need it.
Why, thank you, good sir.
The nights are getting darker, and Silver Rain is coming.
One last... I do not mean to hold you back. One last question. What is your horse called?
My horse is named Primrose.
What a delightful name. Thank you. Have a good day,
Lovely
good
to
sir.
meet you. What is your name, citizen?
Terry. Terry is my name.
Ah, wonderful. We have many Terrys in this town. Have you heard of Terry, who is good with the stew?
I have, but I've not met him yet, so welcome, thank you.
You should go try his stew. He is wonderful.
Thank you.
He adds a little bit of, I believe it's called paprika.
I think at this point Nugget is wanting to leave this conversation. I think he's just not wanted to be kind of engaged with this chap as more than he needs to be. He just liked the horse, so he'll be starting to kind of meander. Oh, be grateful and delightful and bow and curtsy a little bit because he's a captain, and then try and slunk away into the crowd.
Yeah, give me a charisma check for how to leave a conversation without it being awkward. Just a charisma check. Just so you roll a d20 and add your charisma modifier.
A skill we all need.
Is it that one? So that's 15 in total.
Yes, you managed to avoid the social faux pas of being unable to leave an awkward conversation. You managed to do it so expertly that by the time you've left, Captain Bolbert doesn't realize that he's not talking to you anymore. And he just carries on riding Primrose around the market.
Fantastic.
Let's zoom back out of Nugget, who is moving off to the threatening leaf, and go back to Hildefon and Killian. It's just getting to it's like mid late afternoon at this point, and the crowds are in the town. What would you be up to?
I can speak again. Okay, Killian would be sort of like worrying over like a selection of flowers and just being like, all right, okay. So I think that probably I think Margaret would like those just because she likes the color pink, but she don't need to know the meaning of it because and then perhaps possibly I could get some of these daffodils for just like, oh, if I see somebody nice, I'll just hand them one. Hildy, are you ready? Because we're going.
I'm ready. Shall we go out? I'm ready. I got a few things I'm ready to sell or maybe give away if we see the right kind of person. But I need to keep low profile, so I'll pretend to be helping you with your flowers, all right? And if that captain's out on the lookabout, I'll just keep I'll be helping you.
Right.
Mate, have you got something I can carry so I look like I'm being helpful?
Yeah, here, carry this garlic. It's really important.
Oh, yeah, that'll be good as well. That'll put the smell off.
You know, I at this point, I don't question anything that you tell me.
Good.
It's like I sort of know what you're doing, but at the same time, it's just sort of like, hey, you do you.
And, I'm not that interested in the flowers you're giving away.
So. Well, I know, and I'm not that interested in trips, but... Also, I just want to let you know, I did clear out the cellar, so if you wanted to start growing them mushroom things, there's a whole space, like the moisture level's perfect, so you got that.
I'll put that on my list for tomorrow. I'll be down there exploring that. So I think with that, we're going to head out into the crowded market square.
Okay. Because you're in the market square, give me a... Killian, can you give me a performance check for selling your plants? And Hildefon, can you give me an insight check for those that want to find your produce?
I'm not selling them, I'm giving them away.
Okay, giving them away. Enticing people in to give them away.
Yeah, like this one is because they're so beautiful that I have to give them this, So I'm looking, Shelby, I'm looking for a book of flower meanings. I read a brief thing about there was this one Hobbit flower meanings thing, and that's what I'm thinking of, but I don't have it yet. So I'm going to make up my own meanings for all of these plants, I think, is what I'm going to do. Also, sidestep again. Have we established that I know everybody in town but Nugget?
Everyone knows everyone in town, in passing, apart from Nugget. Yes.
He would like to be not known as but Nugget.
Sorry. Hey, you named it. It's going to happen. Okay. No, yeah, Keelan's just going around handing out like very specific flowers, like looking at specific people and being like, "Oh, you absolutely need this tiger lily. It's 100% you."
So can I have that performance or persuasion check?
Oh, okay. 11.
Okay. So with the 11, a lot more of the people in town kind of know who you are, and they are very accepting of the flowers, and kind of know what they can use for. Some of the out of towners are a bit like, "What? I can't eat flowers," kind of vibe.
You can eat a lot of flowers.
But they're a little bit like that. However, Hildefon, you rolled exceptionally well with your fight. You rolled 15 plus 7 for a 22. So you got a few of the locals that come up to you. Like Killian's being really good at disguising what you're selling. And every now and then, you see a couple of the locals come up to you, like young Toby comes up to you, small spotty faced teenager, kind of gives you the look, gives you the nod, gives you the wink, you tap the nose, and then a quick exchange is done, and you've got an extra couple of gold coins in your hand, and Toby goes off. And then you see Zachariah comes around the corner, has a look at you, sees you, the exchange is done. And then you encounter a couple of out-of-towners who you kind of they pass the vibe check. And you a couple of them just come up to you and be like, excuse me, I've heard you are the person to talk to about encountering a, how should I say, spiritual experience.
Oh, you're in the right place. Be that you are. Now, are you looking for something to light the end of and have a wee smoke, or something to nibble on?
Oh, I would prefer something to nibble on, if I'm honest.
No problem.
How much? How much?
Couple of brownies will knock you back one gold piece.
Oh, excellent. And they get out their coin, and it's all in silver coins, but it does total 1 gold coin.
Excellent.
This is excellent. Happy harvest tide to you, my friend.
Absolutely. Nothing dodgy going on here. Just helps you with the spiritual experience of appreciating God's plentiful harvest, the divine's plentiful harvest.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Yeah, and you have a few more of those kind of encounters throughout the rest of the day.
Good wholesome activities there.
Mm-hmm. Every time Hildefon makes a sale, Killian will just be like, "Oh, and you're gonna need just this night. It's just a begonia. Just gonna need that begonia. You don't need to know why." And so he's trying to every time somebody accepts it, it's a specific flower is given to those people of that should help.
Good bit of no context begonia.
As we zoom out of the Greentail siblings' businesses, hang on.
I totally forgot when I was describing characters. I have a tail. Not everybody subscribes to the fact that halflings have tails, but I am one of those. However, Hildefon does not have a tail because half siblings. But anyway, I just thought it was really important that I have a tail, and it is got flowers in it. Anyway, just
is it a fluffy tail?
It's I have a picture that I put in the chat, but it's smooth from the base, and then the tip is fluff, tuft of hair, the same as the hair on my head, which is a chestnut color.
And is it holding flowers, or have you kind of like plaited
Like-
flowers into it?
Yeah, there's like little daisies, little white daisies are plaited in it.
That's cool. Does it have the ability to hold? Is what I guess I'm getting at.
No, it's not a prehensile tail.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
No, but that's a good shout. No, but yeah, it's just it. And if I'm excited, it does wag. Can't help it. It's just
Would it be considered fur?
I mean, God, that's a good question. Yeah, is it fur or hair? Who knows? I
I'll
treat
have
it like hair.
That's pretty cool.
It's like a horse mane. Horse manes, that's hair, right? You wouldn't call a horse mane fur. So it's like that.
Oh, okay.
But Hildefon obviously tells most people that they meet that their sibling's tail is from the mother's side, just to make it clear that it's not that he's tucked his down his shorts. He's always tucked theirs down their shorts.
This is definitely an education, getting to know Hildefon, isn't it?
Fun fact, this campaign will probably include lots of conversations around what is established in wider D&D lore, including, do halflings have tails? Do tieflings not have tails? And other such things. We shall encounter them as we go. This has been your fun lore dump by Faith Geekery. Now, as we exit the rabbit hole, we head to that small bookshop, which is bustling with some of the out-of-towners who are looking around at some of the smaller tomes you have and you've collected over the years. And there's even a small group of children, a mixture of those from within town and out of town, looking at all the displays. Asta, what are you doing?
Oh my gosh. I think Asta is very, very excited that there's so many people there. And she is having lovely chats with people about different things that she's read in books about Harvesttide and the best ways to celebrate Harvesttide. So she's living her absolute best life. Having a nice chat with all these people.
At one point, you have a tall a tall human with very messy black hair and slightly long leather-ish coat and white shirt comes up to you and goes, "Oh, excuse me. I've been looking for a book on it's a little black book, you know, on alcohol,
Okay.
like local blends and like a taster's guide.
Yes.
we have
Are you
one here.
interested? Are you thinking about brewing your own? Are you interested in the history of alcohol we've brewed?
I mean,
Doesn't matter. Let me take you to our alcohol section. And she leads him over. And in front of them, there is this huge wall that seems to disappear off into the top of the shop that is just full of books on alcohol.
Oh, wow. I'm looking for like one on like tasting notes.
Ah, in the local area.
Oh, if you got one, that'd be
yes. No, we have several because it depends what sort of alcohol you're looking for, good sir. Also, just while you're here, we also have a whole section on grooming products and what might be best for that beautiful mane of hair that you have there. But this section over here will show you these are the local alcohol products that we produce, and these are the tasting notes.
Oh, I'll take that one.
Yes, but if you're having that one, you should probably also consider these two others over here.
Oh, okay. So he grabs them and makes a small pile. So
Yes, good.
So these 4 books,
Yes.
right? And he leans into you a little bit, and you said something about grooming section.
Yes, absolutely. Over here, because it's such a beautiful mane, so it's such a disappointment that it's not quite as beautiful as it could be. Over here, you'll see how to take care of long brown hair. That's one of my personal favorites.
Oh, I'll take that one as well.
And that one too. Eyebrows.
Oh, I'll take that one.
Perfect. Happy Harvest-tide.
Happy Harvest-tide. So that's how much I owe you?
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12 gold coins. Thank you.
Oh, okay. He puts them down on the side and like brings out his coin purse and opens it and goes, 12 coins. Can you break a platinum?
Yes, absolutely.
And he brings out a single platinum, puts it down, says, so the exchange rate roughly is a platinum is 20 gold coins. And a gold coin is 10 silver coins. So he needs 8 gold.
So Asta goes to her very beautiful antique-looking till and does a very complicated calculation on it that takes a wee while, and lots of things kind of jump and buzz, and there's a little bit of smoke comes out the top, and then the till drawer opens up, and she takes out 12 gold coins as change.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Is that right? Is that the right maths? I don't know. Asta doesn't know. 8. Yeah, 8. She gives him 8.
I don't suppose you have a bag for the books as well.
I sure do. We have just this paper bag, which is locally sourced from our timber, but also we have these range of beautiful tote bags designed by artisans in the local community. My personal favorite would be this one, which is a interpretation of Minerva's dancing style. And as you can see, is in a very hyper realistic, and it's only 3 gold coins. So personally, this is the one that I would go for.
Okay then. And he takes 3 of the gold coins you just gave him, gives them back to you. I appreciate it.
Happy Harvest-tide to you.
Happy Harvest-tide to you too. And just walks up. He's highly confused.
And Asta just stands there waving and beaming at him.
He's highly confused at the amount of books he's just bought. And how you managed to do it so quickly.
Asta's not confused.
As we follow this poor, unfortunate, easily baffled customer leaving the store, we head back to Kargoth, and your fellow hunters. The barbacoa is nearly done.
Yep, only 6 more hours to go. No. Yeah. I'm busy sharpening an axe so I can cut it once we dig it out of the hole.
Mm-hmm. You have a elf in similar garb to you walks over and goes, Kogoth, do you want me to take over watching the boar so you can go enjoy some of the festival for a bit?
Raises his eyebrow and goes, what, you mean the dirt?
Yeah, like, just in case, I don't know, the dirt burns.
Catches fire?
Or someone comes and takes it or eats it, tries to eat it beforehand. Like, remember like that couple of years ago, we had young Gilbert try to come over and eat it before it was done, and then, both ends, not great kind of vibe.
Yeah, they don't have as good a stomach as I do. So let's keep watch over it, make sure no one spends an hour digging up the hole and pulling the boar out.
Cool. I can take over if you want to go into town for a bit. Like,
yeah.
I think apparently Margaret's pies are going down really well.
Yeah, she better save one of those meat pies for me.
He like looks off with his elven eyes, looks back. You might have run quickly, dude.
All right, I'm gonna head into town and grab me a meat pie.
Okay, as you're going through town, it's a lot busier at this point now. You see some of the torches around the town are being lit and you see like there's like tables being brought in from various homes into the center of the marketplace, where people can gather in. You're people actually sitting at these tables and eating some of the produce and having conversations around, as you see a large bonfire being built near the top end of the market. Margaret sees you, and as Margaret sees you coming, Margaret goes, "Oh, Gorgoth, I got this for you, hang on." And she starts going around the front and is grabbing a large selection of meat pies and puts them into a very strong satchel and goes, "I've got your favourites in there."
Yummy. Thank you.
Oh, you're a good lad. Good lad. You and the fellow hunters do so much for this town. And you've got all this meat. All these pies are basically from you, to be honest. You got the meat from it.
Okay. How much did that end up costing?
Oh, nothing. Nothing.
Good.
You do so much for this town and its harvest tide. Like you need this as much as we do.
Want to make sure that elf wasn't charging for the meat.
Oh, what? What? Oh, what's his name? Cormac. No, Cormac didn't done no charge for the meat. Okay. No, he. I remember he tried that once, but I think you had a conversation with him, I believe.
Yeah, it was a rather lengthy conversation.
He apologized and gave the money back, though.
Oh, good. Yeah.
But no, here's the pies, and I think if you go over, Caitlin's serving out the booze soon. Nothing goes down better than with meaty pie than a glass of grog.
I don't like grog.
They do have rum as well.
Okay, I'm sold.
Well, have a good harvest tide.
Same to you.
In a bit. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, Kargoth is a little. He gets taken aback by sudden outbursts of friendliness because he's not used to it. So things are sometimes awkward for him, especially when Margaret comes running out with meat pies, and his first reaction is to grab his axe and swing.
Margaret is thankful that you did not do that to Margaret.
Yes. Especially with as sharp as it is.
Oh, true.
All right, I'm going to go get some rum.
Okay, as you head over to the Threatening Leaf, you see, as you walk through the door, you see 3 dwarves like carrying out a large table. You recognize these as Jeremy, Ricardo, and John.
The tables?
The dwarves.
Well, as I approach, I'm going to give the sign a little mug look, and do my own impression of the angry leaf before I walk in.
What's your passive perception?
Oh, my passive perception is 15.
As you give the sign of threatening look and do your own thing back to them, you do notice there is some out of towners nearby, some small children who laugh and giggle in an appreciative way, not a mocking way.
All right, I'm gonna give them a wink and wave to them as I enter the tavern to see the dwarves as they pass by.
It's John, what are you doing? It's I'll be quiet, Jeremy. It's and then it's and they're to try and pivot this table out of the door, and you see Ricardo, the smallest of the dwarves, just carrying a single stool and going, "Oh, you're both useless. Can't you just move it out properly? Have you not heard of pivoting?" And then Jeremy just turns around to Ricardo and goes, "Will you be quiet, Ricardo? You're not helping." And as they just bicker amongst the 3 of them.
Pivot.
as they try and get this table out. Do you wish to help them in any way or hinder them?
I am going to find it very amusing and chuckle and put my hand on top of the table and just kind of give it a gentle push downward. Yeah.
Yeah, as you give it a gentle push downward, you kind of you get it unstuck from the handle of the cabin door, and actually, as soon as you do it, it frees it up so much that you see Jeremy and John flying out of the tavern as they didn't realize how caught it was on the door, and they do fall into a small pile just outside the tavern.
Unintended consequences.
Yeah.
I am going to laugh very loudly, and in one hand, I'm holding the sack of meat pies, trying not to drop it, and the other one is just kind of slapping my thigh because I find it so humorous.
There are many other people in the crowd laughing and joining in with you at this hilarious situation.
Oh. The sooner you get that table out there, the sooner you can come back in and have a drink.
You see the three of them going, let's look at each other and go, it's not a bad idea. Quick, let's get this table assembled, lads.
Yeah, I'm going to head to the bar and grab some rum.
Okay, at the bar, you were met by Caitlin. She is a human with slightly gingery hair, looks to be in her mid-40s. Typical fantasy bar woman, and looks at you and goes, Hey, Gargoff, do you want the usual, or do you want the seasonal usual?
Kind of looks from side to side with a puzzled look, especially since I don't know what a classy bar woman would look like. Let's try the seasonal usual. ?
Okay, so she gets down a bottle of the local dark rum, and then brings out a small sachet that they keep behind the bar, and they pour you a nice glass of it and sprinkle some of the stuff from the sachet inside of it and sends it over to you. But before she does, she brings it back because she forgot. She then brings out a match, lights it, and lights the top of it, and it starts sparkling in different oranges and reds and a little bit of green in there as well. She pans it back over to you.
Picks it up and looks at the sparklies, almost mesmerized by it because, yeah, he loves flaming drinks. And he's going to down it real quick and drink it all down in one gulp.
It is.
Or try to, anyway.
Oh, you do. It's really nice, smooth, dark rum, but it has a bit of that, winter spice kick to the back of it as it goes down.
Yummy.
The perfect drink for harvest time.
Happy harvest time.
And as we zoom out from you at the bar, we head back to Minerva. The celebration, the official kickoff celebrations, as the crowds are gathered in and the dusk is about to hit. What are you doing to get ready for this? The kickoff for this Harvesttide celebration officially.
So Minerva has been dragging large logs from the nearby wood because she wants it to feel more like the woods. So they are standing on end, all propped up surrounding the area, and is currently now draping those with the boughs and the vines from the woodland, only pausing in her slow movement to gaze longingly off over the heads of all these very, very little short people into the distant meadows and woods, because actually that's where she'd rather be.
Excellent. And you see a couple of people. You have a few of the local villagers helping you out, and they're bringing some of their own barrels in. And you see a couple of there's a small girl named Matilda who's carrying a large box and is like drawing it out and is like helping just like carry the box around so you can get the barrels a lot more easier to put them up and around. And then you hear Lola, who's a dwarf female who's been around for a while, kind of goes, so Minerva, are you ready to do the kickoff later? Like are we going to be welcoming the ancestors again this year?
Yes, it is always good to welcome our ancestors. It is always good to gather, as we have done for many, many, many years.
Excellent. Do you want to give us the nod when you've got to, the crescendo part, and we'll light the bonfire for you?
Yes, I believe that will be appropriate. I will nod. Slowly.
Is you see like thinking like, okay, is that going to be the nod, or
no?
Is there a different nod?
The nod. The nod shall look the same as what I just did.
Okay.
Minerva is puzzled by all the frantic movement. She has done this for several hundred years now at 240 years old. She doesn't understand why there is such a frantic running around. It will happen again next year, as it has happened for years before. And so the fussiness of all of these little frantic people just puzzles her, like the frantic running around of ants would below the boughs of a tree.
Excellent. Laura goes, okay, well, I'll stand by with the fire. And then
would you like me to give you a hand gesture?
Hand gesture, key phrase. Just let's just do redundancies here. Like, I don't want to set off the fire at the wrong point, because that's not good for morale, Nothing worse than, accidentally setting fire to a large bonfire surrounded by people who aren't expecting it,
Very well.
So, is there going to be a hand movement?
Yes.
Okay. And is there going to be a vocal component?
No.
Right. Can you give me a demonstration of what the hand movement's going to be?
Like that. Just the one finger.
Got it. I'm going to go prep the bonfire now, and I'll keep an eye out for your finger.
Thank you.
Excellent. As we zoom out, we see like the bird's eye view of this entire town of people from near, from far, all gathered together. Time passes a little bit quicker as we suddenly get to dusk has hit. It's now dark. There are now small fires and lanterns lit around. There's small fairy lights and small glowing orbs of light all around the center of this marketplace. The tables are heaving with food and drink and people. There is a bonfire, not yet lit, at the top, and even the statue just outside of Asta's family bookshop, it looks almost angelic in the lighting that it's getting from all around. Everyone seems to be in good spirits. Everyone seems to be very happy and alert and thankful and enjoying this harvest tide, as comes the moment for you, Minerva, to enact this holy ritual that you have done hundreds of times before to kick off this spiritual aspect of harvest tide.
Friends, creatures, trees, animals, sky, ground, we gather together for this moment to give thanks, to dwell with the spirit which is within us all. Now is the time.
You see that as Lola goes, starts lighting a fire and getting bellows and heavily working them to erupt this kindling into a large bonfire just behind you.
As the flames burn, so does the hope that we can all continue for millennia to come, one with the ground, the sky, and the spirit.
As you see the flicks of embers coming off this bonfire, you see everyone has this somber moment and then clinks glasses and celebrates and gives a cheer as everyone starts enjoying the food and the beverage and the companionship and community around. And you notice, everyone, please give me a perception check.
I don't know how to do that. Do I just roll and it does a perception check?
Yeah, so you can roll. So there's a button on D&D Beyond if you're using D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Or you roll a D20, and then there is a list on your character sheet that will tell you what your modifier is. So it'll be D20 plus your modifiers. So
Simultaneously.
wow, what?
No, that's because
No, that's two D20s. I was like, wow,
That's-
you do not
yeah,
have a
that was-
perception that high at first level. Wow. Everyone
did
who's already,
a 20 and a 19 with that roll.
I think you
So,
rolled two
which was
D20s.
why, yeah, no, I rolled two
Yeah, yeah.
D20s, but one was 20, one was 19. So pick whichever one you.
So let's go around the screen. So Hildefon, what did you roll for your perception check?
That was a 2 plus 5, which gives a 7.
7?
May have been sampling some of my own goods.
Killian, what did you?
26.
Was that a natural 20?
No, I was 19.
Good enough. Good enough. Asta, what did you roll?
I rolled a 4 plus 3, which is also 7. So maybe I'm sat somewhere near Hildy, not necessarily participating, but close enough to be impacted by whatever's going on over there.
Kargop, what did you roll?
I think something was in that sparkly drink. I rolled an 8 with a plus 5 modifier. That gave me 13.
Nugget, what did you roll?
Nugget rolled a 17, but 23 in total.
Okay. And Minerva.
So is that passive perception? Is that the modifier? Is that the...
No. So if you go...
where is that?
So on your character sheet...
Perception. Okay, plus 1. So it's either a 20 or a 19.
Roll another D20 just so we're...
Oh, but I like my high numbers. 7, so 8.
Ooh, she had the season special too.
Oh, which thematically makes a lot of sense. As everyone's looking around and enjoying it, Nugget and Killian, you'll notice that the light from the town is like, has that, light pollution look around, so you can't really see the stars. But if you look out towards the edge of the village, you do see the stars still. You don't see much light pollution from like torches or anything. But you do start noticing there's lots of like light and fire going around the edge of the village, and especially well, Killian and Nugget, both with your very high perception checks, you'll start hearing some like cackling and like stomping and clinking of armor. Is there anything you two would like to do at this moment?
I think for Nugget, he had been kind of looking across at his, weighing up options of his notepad in one side and pie at the other side, and kind of enjoying his drink. And I guess he, being in a bit of an outsider, will just be like, "Oh, is this part of the festivities?" But he doesn't know, I guess.
I think Killian would, because again, he's a worrywart, is immediately like drops his flower crown that he was making, and is just sort of, would I be I guess I'd be next to Hildy, probably, just the whole time. And I'd just be like, Hildy, do you hear that? Do you see that? I suddenly feel incredibly unsafe.
See what? I've lost the accent. Hang on, I've gone deep south. See what?
Yeah, you could try.
Somerset. Where are we? There we are. Hello. What are we seeing? What is happening here?
There's laughter and metal sounds, and then they just look at the edge of town. Bunch of. I think Killian will just stand up and just shout fire. Immediately alerting everybody, there's fire! But like turned away from the bonfire. So maybe if people aren't looking at them immediately, they'll think, yeah, there is a fire, duh. But then at the same time, it's like, no, there's a lot of fire around us.
I think Hildebrand's joining in with this shout now that they
as you both stand and shout fire. You see that actually the town is now on fire at the edge, as you see crowds of various beings of you see some like cat-like people with spears and cackling, running in and throwing flaming torches at the buildings and like running up with bags to try and catch people. You see a couple of small giants coming in with large clubs, smashing into the buildings, and with other sacks trying to literally grab as much produce and people as they can into it. You see lots of people running in with swords and bows and just mindlessly attacking anyone they see, as the screams of all the people, the laughter from all around you turns into screams from the sounds of the people around you, as everyone disperses at this seemingly unexpected attack on this town. Let's focus in first with Hildefon and Killian. In this immediate moment, what do you two do in response to what's happening around you?
Hilda, you didn't slip me anything, right?
No,
Okay.
This is not a drill.
Okay, cool. No, wait, but we didn't plan for imminent attack.
To the pub.
Okay.
And I think Hildy's thinking full Shaun of the Dead style.
Yeah,
We can defend the Winchester.
that's fine with me. I will.
So we maybe start trying to indicate to people around us that we're heading to the threatening leaf.
Yep, everybody just make it to the pub. We'll barricade it. It's made of stone. It won't burn.
We hope.
It's now made of stone. I've dictated it.
As you both run over, bringing crowds of children and elderly with you, you manage to get about 50 people like into the bar. As like crowds, there's lots of crowds. There's all the chaos. Like you have to avoid giants stomping past you and fire breaking out around you as you get into this tavern with all these crowds of people around you. And as you start barricading the door, Killian, how do you assist in barricading the door?
That's a good fucking question. Sorry, I cussed. I'm so sorry. I forgot already.
We've already mentioned recreational drugs, alcohol,
That's
so
true.
I think I'm gauging it at that kind of level, so it's
That's
absolutely
true.
fine.
Look, that's the one cuss word of the episode. Where it's PG-13, you can have one cuss word.
So far.
But yeah, okay, that's true. Don't look at me like that. I'm barricading the door with like planks and sticks and just sort of like, all right, you were once trees, you could still be strong, and like the benches and stuff. And I'm small, so I'm like, can somebody taller and more strong than me help? Because I got no strength.
As you are putting these planks and you're asking for someone to come in and help you, you feel a presence coming over you, and kind of like standing just behind you and like placing their hands on top of yours, and you feel like channeled through you life and nature and growth as you see these planks of wood returning more to the bark and the tree around them, as these planks become living, growing trees and kind of encasing the door. You may now have your class features. As you feel in this initial moment the presence of the divine aiding you in protecting these people.
Gandalf? No.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. Good to know.
Hildefon, what are you doing in this situation?
I think for all that what we've encountered so far of Hildefon has been his problematic side. He's a very caring soul and cares particularly about the injured and the wounded. So he's going around amongst these 50 or so people looking for anybody with particularly bad burns. He's got some stuff in his pockets, some like mashed up dock leaf effectively, which is really good for anything that's stingy or painful, particularly where there's a child or somebody who's particularly elderly or vulnerable. He's applying his makeshift salves where they can be.
And as you go around applying these makeshift salves and being that caring presence amongst everyone, you have this sense come over you that there are many people that were once like really terrified and afraid, kind of still that, but less and so. And there is a calming presence that emanates from you, and this healing, comforting presence that emanates from you. You may now have access to all your class features as you feel the divine presence working through you to the others around you.
Amen. I've got goosebumps.
As we leave the green green tails in this tavern, we head out back to Minerva. So you see around you these creatures and beings that are coming in, and not just upsetting the this holy day, this holy ritual that you're a part of, but you see them cutting down local people that you've known from when they were born to now. You see the people that you've come to care for terrified as they're running around trying to find safety and sanctuary and grabbing what goods they can. You see the trees that you've brought yourself in at the side of this market square becoming alight with fire and becoming charred. What do you do in this moment?
With a slow creaking sound, Minerva starts to grow, and she gets bigger and bigger, growing to another 3 foot taller than she already was. She's already upended the water troughs that were around to feed the pony onto fire, and she is twirling her, is it my crook?
Your crook, yes, yeah.
My crook menacingly, swiping just with its non-magical properties these little creatures that are scurrying around, and scooping with her now larger hands children and smaller people and elderly people out of the way towards buildings, towards walls. But there is a growl that is rumbling deep in her throat, because she is not a happy blue giant.
Mm-hmm. As you are gathering all that you can into your arms and taking large swipes to clear the way, you hear this growl emanate from you in this like guttural, painful roar that just echoes out all around you. As you take your crook and as you swipe out, you see some of the earth move and move these creatures out of the way. You see the fire like be fanned out and be doused as you from the pressure of this this swath that you are putting out from this crook. You may now have access to your abilities as your class.
I don't know what that means.
It means you can rage.
Is this my rage?
This is your rage, yeah. As this divine anger at the harming of the place, the people that you have come to care for, is manifested through you.
I don't fully understand what it means that I can do, but I just there is absolutely no way there is any hesitation, and all the slowness that this woman has held as if she were deep rooted in the land triggers, when the wind whips through the whole forest, and you can't believe how powerful the look of a forest of trees can be when the wind takes it. So that's the imaginative bit of how I imagine it. I don't know what that looks like in the mechanisms of what's in front of me.
Oh no. It's
magic
like
that for me, Tim.
Yeah. So like you're like in this moment, like there's like part of you that's just like this. Imagine like for a moment that you're in that slow motion, the world has stopped, and you're looking around and you're seeing the people, the community, and the places that you've come to care for and nurture, and like you've seen like their families grow and change over the decades, over your hundreds of years living and being in this community, and to have someone come in and uproot it. There's that from the first Avatar movie, that moment where the tree burns and like your home is now burning. The place you call home is burning. That moment and that pain is now manifesting as anguish and anger around you. As we draw out from you in this righteous anger, we're going to head towards Kargoth. What are you doing in this moment?
Well, I was having fun. No. What do I notice what she has done and what the halflings are?
So from your point of view, you've like you and some of your compatriots like tipped a table over and are kind of like trying to like douse some fires out and trying to find any kind of weapon to defend you and others. You see Minerva like grow slightly taller and grab a handful of these children and like beating a path out of the way to save these children. You see crowds running into the tavern, and you see the door like being barred closed. But you also see all these creatures like swarming into this town center, and you see the village is on fire, and you see some winged creatures flying above overhead in this moment.
Lots of fun. Okay. Let's see. Is there a breeze? Any kind of a
There is
strong
like
wind in the air?
there is like a strong like late autumnal wind breezing through that's kind of actually catching some of the fire and blowing it across the different roofs and the houses. You feel some of the breeze coming off Minerva's swiping, but also on the wind you do hear the constant cackling and chattering of all these creatures and beings that are swarming this town square.
Is it too soon to beckon water as a feat?
It's not too soon. Please, please
I
do
want
so.
to beckon water, but I want to cast it into a strong enough wind to almost like spray it towards the fire.
Excellent. As you call upon this like innate gifting that you've always had from your time in the wild around you, you kind of beckon water to be scattered on this breeze to try and douse out the flames. And this connection, as you're trying to like not only like protect the people, protect the land and the places around, you feel this presence within you as the water comes out. It's more than you've ever cast, as you see like water from around drawing into this breeze and scattering across, as you see like vines like emerging near you to kind of like provide some rudimentary weaponry for you. And you just hear like this bestial like natural urges within you and around you, and this is your connection to this land that you have hunted on for years. You may now unlock and use all your class abilities.
Nice. And all I thought I was gonna spawn was a little cup of water.
For this one moment, you summoned a trough of water. I'd say
that's going to shock him just as much as everybody else, because he doesn't often use this ability, but he does use it to have some drinking water every now and then when he's off in the forest and there's not even a river nearby.
Yeah. Excellent. As you see this happen, as you kind of like in that moment crouch in this table going, what just happened? We zoom out to and focus in on Asta. What are you doing in this moment?
She's incredibly conflicted and a bit confused, but the thing that wins over is a desire to see what's going on with her precious bookshop, because she can see the flames in the distance and she has a horrible sinking sensation in her stomach.
As you run through the streets, like you avoid like creatures and crowd, like you're going almost like against some of the crowds, you're avoiding these creatures attacking, and you get to your bookshop and you see that the shop is on fire at the top. No. The window where the display that you spent all this time creating has been smashed and scattered. The door is open and you hear chittering inside this store that is your family home.
Oh my goodness. I think she is just outraged. It's like this pure, brilliant outrage. It's not even anger. It's just a really clear outrage, like, how dare they? And she goes and looks through the door to see what she can see.
You're looking through the door and you do see two creatures, the kind of like hyena-esque like creatures, like literally smashing down shelves and throwing books on the floor and like treading on them and ripping the pages out and are like chittering and laughing this entire time. And you see them, they've already like taken the till and smashed it on the floor. Don't even care about the coins, they've smashed the till.
Oh my gosh.
And you
That
see
was an antique.
and you see one of them like eyeing this shelf you have on the back wall, a shelf has like the books that you value more than anything else, the books that you like inherited or you have particular love of. You see them eyeing that shelf.
I don't think she would think about it. I think she would just run in and she would absolutely try to stop this from happening. And does she have a rapier on her?
No, as you run in, you do see like the model toy rapier that you put in the display. You're going to put in the display for like for like a different you were planning to do a fantasy display at some point, like the old Tales of the Saints and you see this wooden rapier.
There's nothing else there. That is literally well, then she grabs it because she's not really properly in her rational mind. She's gone to a different part of herself. She grabs it and she starts screaming at the top of her lungs at these creatures.
As you go in with this wooden toy, effectively, with this sense of like rage and anguish at what is happening, with like almost like instinct, you see them coming in and trying to slice at you, and you feint out of the way, and using the wooden children's toy, you prod them in the neck and cause them to start bleeding profusely from it. As the next one comes towards, you grab like a book trolley that's been smashed to pieces, and you like instinctually bring it up as like a buckler, a shield to protect you from a strike as you're going in. And as you're doing this, you have this sense of, while you are not in control, you know that there is a presence like guiding you through these movements, like a dance partner like guiding you through, as you with this toy dispatch these two beings that were attacking your family store, and you are like guided to these precious books that you have at the back of the store. And as you collect them into your arms, you turn and look, and then have this realization that it wasn't you that did that, but there was something guiding you. You may now have access to all your class features.
Oh my gosh. I think she just stands there for a bit, just heavy breathing, but in this sense of like, there's this sense of power that maybe she's never ever felt before. It's a really kind of profound moment for her.
This moment of like you with some blood splatter, lots of dirt and soot, with books,
there's a bit of smoke, like
smoke
just around her. Yeah,
the embers are coming into the shop. You have books in one hand and this toy rapier in your hand in the other. And as we leave you in that scene, we zoom out and focus in amongst all this chaos with Nugget.
I think Nugget by this point has kind of gone through, been aware of what it is. In one hand, he's kind of got some ripped parchment from his notebook clenched, and he's still got a pie wrapped up in the other hand. And you get to the point of where, if you were able to see it, he's made a decision and he throws the paper down, and he's actually pockets his pie because he's holding on to that pie. But he's going to go and help Margaret and Terry if they're still out on the street. And
yes, Margaret and Terry are huddled together. Trying to there's an overturned table and they're hiding just behind it. You notice them with your really high perception check from earlier, and you see that there is a giant coming towards them, and they're just wantonly smashing things.
I think it's like trying to get your parents out the door sort of thing. I think he's going to stand his ground. I'm not to take a hit because he knows he's squishy, but he's going to at least just kind of stand his ground with his staff and try and kind of beckon them away to like, just go, leave the things, go to safety now. Yeah, and will stand his ground because he's still just weighing up that free pie and being aware of what that means to him.
As you are like standing there, your small stature with your staff in hand, as you're beckoning them to run to get away, you see this giant club come crashing down either side of you, and as its third strike is about to come down and hit you, you like pushing your hand away with your staff up, and a shield is formed emanating from the staff around you, as you have this sense and this presence of someone standing there with a shield in front of you. And you see the path that Margaret and Terry have to run down is almost for a moment really clear for them to run as you stand there with a choice that has been made. You now have your class.
Fantastic. Is that something that I have done, by the way, or has that been done for me, the shield?
That is something that has been done. This shield is a lot stronger than one that you will probably be able to do at this level.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
But you have a bit of assistance with that.
Cool. With that case, I'm just going to try and guide them away and protect them.
As you put the shield up and this giant's club is cracked on the shield, you quickly run and help Margaret and Terry and harry them along to some sort of safety. And as we zoom out from this picture of this devastation, this whatever words, this chaos, welcome, friends, to Faith and Geekery presents Epoch.
Yay!
That's so cool! And I think at that point we should probably say end of session 1. Let's go.
Oh my gosh, that was so cool!
That's very cool. I'm really angry right now.